Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you. So we maintain this space. We just go into sitting right away. Yeah? Find a comfortable position. And when you're ready, let your eyes be closed. Knowing that you're taking this time just for yourself. You have nothing to do and nowhere to go, just for a little while. Just a time to tune in, to feel, to observe. To become aware of whatever is felt, whatever is observed. And as always, we start by feeling the physical body and make sure it's relaxed. And if there are tensions anywhere, we just bring our attention there and let them go. Relaxed. Do a quick check of your whole body. And bring your attention in the area that needs that. And let go. And let the body expand. Becoming aware of the weight of the body and allowing yourself to sink into that cushion and in that chair a little deeper. As if you're becoming part of the earth. Like sending deep roots into the ground. Feeling more and more like a big tree. . rooted. Part of the earth, an extension of the earth. And the top branches of this tree, the very top of the tree is the top of your head. Aiming up for the sky, we can sense a very, very subtle energy pulling upward to the top of the head. And if you cannot feel it, you just imagine it as a thread coming down from the sky and pulling you up a little bit. So your head and your neck are sustained from the top, as if you're hanging almost from the sky. From the shoulders down, we just let go into the earth. In this way you sit in balance between the two energies without any effort at all. Alert and relaxed. In this way you start perceiving your own presence. And that allows you to move into deeper spaces, into your inner space, where that presence resides. See if you can sense that inner space. You might notice that in that space you perceive sounds, you perceive the movement of your breath. Notice how your breathing is happening. Notice if your belly is also moving with the breathing, and if your diaphragm is relaxed. If not, just imagine you're letting go of the diaphragm and the belly towards the earth. Continue to let go and relax until you feel that with every in-breath, your belly is filling up with energy, with prana. When your belly is relaxed in this way, you're grounded, connected to the earth. Your belly is your best friend. When it's there, when the presence is there, you feel very stable, peaceful, supported. Anytime you feel a little unstable or shaky, you can just rest in your belly in this way. And stabilize yourself. This is the same breathing that happens while we sleep. It's the most relaxed and profound. It helps you feeling very centered and more still, unmoving. And not so easily affected by the external events. That's why I said the belly is your best friend. Always there to support you. we keep being aware of the breathing, of the body connected to earth and sky, the belly center. And from this space of presence, you're able to witness anything else that arises without necessarily getting lost in it, but simply allowing it to be. Any feeling, any mood, any thought. If they want to arise, we just let them arise and observe them without any judgment or preference. And in this way, allowing ourselves to feel, to experience that which wants to be experienced, that wants to be felt. Feel comfortable within yourself, relaxed, centered. As if you're sitting on the side of a river and you watch it flowing by, passing by. Nothing else to do. Just being there. Everything is happening in this moment. How beautiful that we can just be and perceive everything that wants to be perceived. How beautiful that we can experience everything that wants to be experienced. Allowing the river to flow by. And yet remaining still, unmoving, enjoying everything that is experienced. coming back to feeling. Anytime you feel carried away, coming back to sensing. you're slowly coming back to the group. I just want to say to you to don't underestimate how important it is to sit like this for even half an hour during the day. It might look like nothing is happening, but the quality that brings to your life will be noticeable. And maybe you don't notice that, but if you do not sit, if you sit for a while regularly and then you stop, you will notice the difference. Yeah, you know that. Of course, there are days where, okay, we have so many things to do, maybe we don't have time, so we don't sit. It happens, it's okay. But if you observe, the more days like this passes and you're like, oh, it's okay, I'll meditate tomorrow, I'll sit tomorrow, and you keep postponing, you will start noticing that the quality of your day is a little different. The way you live your day is a little different. That energy starts moving more towards the mind, towards the head, and you feel less rooted, less grounded. You're doing a lot of things done. It's great. You feel excited. It can be almost exhilarating how many things you can do. But then slowly you start feeling like you start missing the ground under your feet, that kind of a feeling. And then you start building up stress, very subtle stress, for too much thinking, too much activity, for being one step always ahead of the present moment. The whole world, the energy of the whole world that surrounds us is like that. So it's easy to fall into that. It's easy to fall into doing. Thinking. So that half hour, if you can dedicate half hour every day to sitting like this, it will make a big impact in your life, even if you don't realize it right away. Naturally, not naturally, but what's the right word? Let's say we are all too much in our head. We're too mind-oriented, all of us. It's just the way this society is, the way we've been brought up, the way the world functions. So It's never too much to take back that energy, to move it from the head down to the heart, to the belly, to consciously direct more energy into feeling, sensing, to the body. You never feel your body too much. Don't worry. You can't go in that direction like, oh, I'm feeling my body too much, for example. But definitely you can go too much in your mind. I can assure you that. Yeah? So always consciously bring more and more attention to feeling, to sensing, to body. Just feeling your breath. If during the day you can spend a good time of the day while you are aware of your breathing, it will create an incredible difference in the way you feel. If you dedicate more energy to feel into your belly, it will make a big difference in your day. Or using any of the anchors that we practice with. And then this practice every day will bring a sense of that you'll feel more stable. If you're too much in your mind, just the blow of wind like that, and you're shaking and moving. You're not a mountain anymore. When you start sitting every day, you start feeling that stability more and more. A little more space inside. So give that to yourself as a gift, the most precious gift, if I can say. Because it will really bring a different quality of presence to your life. Such a simple thing, no? Just sitting. As we were saying, sitting on the side of the river and watching the world go by. Or watching all the emotions go by, or all the thoughts go by. Fine. To feel everything, experience everything, but don't get identified with it. That's it. Have the courage to feel everything. Allow yourself. But to have that courage, we have to feel some kind of stability, some kind of center in ourselves. Then it's easier. Otherwise, we don't dare, because we feel like, oh no, I'm going to get carried away completely if I start feeling this thing. And that's also important to sit, because it creates more of a center from which then you can allow to experience everything without being afraid to lose yourself or yeah. So, such a simple practice, such an important practice. If you care for the quality of your life, if you care for how you are, how you feel, how you live your life, then give yourself this little gift. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Not even 50 cents. Nothing. Just half an hour of your time. It's nothing. And it doesn't even cost you that, because in that half hour you're just being. You're not taking anything away. On the contrary, you're adding something. You're adding some presence to your life, some quality of presence. Don't look at it like a punishment. You're just enjoying yourself in that half hour. You're just spending a beautiful, intimate, enjoyable time with yourself. You're experiencing more. It's a beautiful gift. So, said that, I'd like to open the space if anyone wants to share something else. Yes, Divya.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I just wanted to say that thank you very much. I could manage to make it to the session today after a long time. I had started walking from.
No, we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I started walking from office and all, so at mid of this day was impossible for me. But I used to watch that recorded session videos you used to.
Oh, good.
Uh, then, but it makes a terrible difference of being here with the group after a long time. Everybody's presence, energy, and your guided instruction. It's so bring back and home to the moment. Thank you very much.
Good. Thank you for sharing that. It's so nice to see you again, Divya. Sitting together again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, Nicole.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Shastro. Hi.
Hello.
Well, it was spot on what you said, what the guided meditation was about, because the last 2 nights I was so in my head, in my mind. I slept for 4 hours and then I lay awake, and I thought, okay, this is not good anymore. And it's all regarding I inherited a little of a nice garden statue for my dad when he passed away, and a garden statue is on a pin, and the pin is not a good pin, so the statue's getting a chemical reaction on it.
What did you say? A pin?
Yeah, it's a statue. It's like a little boy who's like standing, and
Okay.
the pen is in his feet, and then on a wooden block.
The base.
So it's like reaching out. It's a very nice statue of a little boy reaching out. It's very like a very present statue actually. And but it is on a wooden block, and with his feet, he touches only with his feet the block, and the rest is up in the air.
Yeah.
And the pin is not the right pin, because with the moving, my sister broke it, and she let it repaired, and it was a complete bad man who repaired it. So now my statue is getting really like a chemical reaction on it. And I feel so sorry for the statue. So the last 2 days I'm calling everybody, please help me with repairing my statue.
Yeah, not easy to find somebody, eh?
No, it's not easy. So it's like two nights and we're really like awake, but oh no. My statue, what I have on my dad is like, it's not going well. So it's all in my mind, and I can't get the distance of it.
Mm-hmm.
So first I have a solution, then I can relax again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes we have to take care of certain things because they're so
Precious.
precious, yeah. And that when something goes wrong with them, it takes a lot of space inside, you know? There's like
Yeah.
a worrying, and so best thing to do is take care of it. So you don't have to worry again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but at these moments, I can't get any distance, and it occupies my mind.
Mm. How was in this half hour that we were sitting together?
It was good, actually.
Were you thinking
I
about the
feel
statue?
rested. No,
Ah,
I
see.
was resting. Yeah,
See?
actually, I was laying down, so that's why it was dark.
See how important sitting it is. It even allows you to take a break from the statue problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's what it is. When we can go deeper inside, we just take a break from everything. We unplug, isn't it? That's why it feels so good. It's like, a moment of relief. You know, give me a
Nothing.
break. I take a break from everything. How beautiful, no? It feels so good. And other times you sit and you can't go deep enough to unplug, you know, and things keep coming back. That's okay too. And you just are aware of it, but use the anchors, you know, use the breath, use the sounds, use the earth, the sky, use the sense in the body. All these things that will help you to slow down that thinking process. That's why they're there. That's why we call them anchors. You know, sometimes you don't even need them because you just sit and you're like, wow. You go deep inside. You're very still. Beautiful. But a lot of the time there is movement, things in come and going. You know, might be a problem with a statue. It can be at work. It can be anything else. Somebody's sick, or who knows, anything. The war, the virus. The world is ready to give you always a good reason to worry, not to be centered in yourself. So practice that. Practice all the anchors. The breath is beautiful. Just go back. It's so easy to anchor into the body through the breath. So it's a beautiful, easy way. Any of the anchors will do. Yeah. Good. I hope you find somebody soon. It's not, it has to be really a craftsman. It's not a common thing to find somebody that can repair a statue in that way, you know, or that knows about chemical reactions in the stones or whatever the material is. It's a very specific thing, but you will find it. Thank you for sharing that, Nicole. Yeah. Yeah, Mickey.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
What helps me also on days where my mind is too busy when I'm sitting, and for me it's a habit. Meditation is a habit. So from the moment I wake up, I'm already put myself into a slow state, so to speak, very relaxed state. But there are days where my mind is just too busy, and music helps me a lot. My go-to is your CD flute meditations. That just stops everything for me, and yeah. So I just sit listening through the whole CD, the whole music, all of the music, and then my mind stops.
Yeah, beautiful.
And the other CD that you mentioned and that I also go to is that Benji Wertheimer, if I say
Yes.
yeah.
That's Raj.
Ashraf.
Yeah.
Yes. That's also one.
The one we played in the beginning today, no?
Yes.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. Really
so much space. Yeah.
Or if one has the other day, in the afternoon, I just felt I needed to stop. So I've got a big teal tree. I don't know what teal is in English. I think it's a lime tree. I'm not sure, but it's a very big tree. And so I lay down on the lawn on a blanket and just looked up at the leaves and listened to the birds. Oh, what a wonderful experience. I didn't want to get up.
Yeah.
Magnificent, with a blue sky that I saw through the leaves. It's just wonderful. I felt so nourished afterwards.
Exactly. Nature is a great anchor in that sense. It's so easy to enjoy nature, to enjoy being in nature, isn't it?
And every morning, the first thing I do is go into the garden, just observe and say hi to the tree and listen to the birds. And then at night, looking at the sky before I go to bed. Yeah. It's really so nourishing, quieting.
Yeah.
Feels at home. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that's so beautiful. And even for people that live in the city, you can find a park, you can find a bench in the park or a little piece of grass, and you sit down and look up at the sky and look at the blue of the sky and the clouds, or a tree. Absolutely, that's a very sane way to spend half an hour to, And yes, good music, the right music can make miracles too. I agree with you. Just using that art of listening, that anchor with music, beautiful music, as well as with the sounds of nature. There's nothing like the wind blowing through pine trees or the sound of birds chattering and singing. It's a symphony. It's good to go in nature and listen to. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for sharing, Mickey. Yeah. Abhilasha?
Yeah, thank you for this music also. In the beginning, it was like I was sitting and then I have very much pain in my left shoulder. Mm-hmm. And I notice I'm looking all the time out to do something about it. And this, and maybe it's that. And then when I was sitting, suddenly this music was really relaxing. It was like, oh, yeah, I think that's my medicine. I think that's to listen more to music, to really nourish this part. Mm-hmm. It's connected with my left arm and the heart maybe also.
Yeah.
So this is really it was really amazing to sit and then suddenly this music, like, no, yeah. And then also during the meditation, it was very nice to go into that place and to relax. And then it was so, felt like so grateful. More than, and I'm also always all year, it is already some years, but always looking out for what with medicine and what to do.
What I can do, yeah. I know. Thank you for
Slowly,
saying that.
slowly, I get more in it, to go really in it.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for saying that, because meditation is really a medicine, you know. They also have the same root, mad. And we don't realize that. It's also on a physical level how much it helps to stay healthier. I always have a little problem, so tweaking or pain in my lower back often. And of course I do exercises every other day. I have my routine. That's important, yeah, to take care of your body. But I also am always looking like, what did I do? Why do I have pain today? Or what could I do? And then we went to this 4 days retreat that we just had 10 days ago. And after 4 days, I noticed I had no pain anywhere. It's like I didn't do anything particularly for that. Right? I just enjoyed being in those 4 days, and suddenly I was feeling, where is my pain? It's gone. I'm always there trying to do this, trying to do that, so I can heal, you know. But the doing, sometimes that's the problem too.
Yeah.
And we don't realize the power of meditation, or how powerful it is to just sit and do nothing.
And I know it with the head also. I know this, but I don't do it. And that's so
Right.
good to really do it.
Yeah. Yeah, because we need to step out of the conscious, in a way, of the conscious doing, because we somatize so much in the body.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just have to let go and move more in a space of that we're not controlling anything. You know, we just let go, control, and just enjoy life as it is. And suddenly everything is better. It's like, what? But I didn't do anything. Yeah, and exactly because of that, because you're not doing anything, not even trying, suddenly you feel better. Even in the body, even pain in the bodies that have been somatized, suddenly they become less, or they just disappear for a while. So, yeah, do not underestimate the importance of...
Yeah, and this perception, that you can really go into it. That is also very nice with with this meditation.
Yes.
To really to feel it, and to come closer. That's it. To come closer to that part.
Yes.
I am always like fighting with it, but to come closer to
befriend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bringing, how would you say, bringing a conscious attention that allows you to feel it just as it is, without trying to change it, without trying to make it go away, but feeling it and befriend it, as you said. Absolutely right. Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Super important. Yeah. Yeah, Mickey.
I was just thinking about something a while back. I carried something heavy, and then I had a pain in my right hip. I think something must have moved. So sitting was a little bit uncomfortable, sitting cross-legged, and for the meditation. And then I remembered something that you said is, well, just let the pain be there, observe it. breathing through it. So I was actually, when I breathed out, I breathed through the pain. And at one point or another, I must have forgotten about it. It must have gone away because after the meditation, I thought, oh, but at what point did it go away? And I couldn't remember. Yeah. So, yeah, that's interesting.
Yes, it's like that. Yeah, Rafa.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'm confused.
Oh, good.
Yeah. In the last weeks are happened things where I'm disappointed. I organizing things for people that I love or that are important for me, or I putting a lot of energy in relationships, but not doing. So also opening and with commitment and situation are getting not because of this, because of other things complicated. There are problems are coming, and there are. It's not the flow that I would wish. Okay.
So the quality of relating is not what you would like it to be.
Sometimes no, sometimes I would wish more ease or
more what?
Ease or
easy.
no, not
Easiness.
ease, but yeah, easiness, because it's really because technical things things are not happening. Okay. And no, I was understanding that no, don't attach, let go. Okay. And in this meditation, I was sensing sadness. And I was accepting this, and then I was getting in contact with a side of me that would like to have this flow, would wish this flow, would wish that it works, would wish. And I was saying, oh, it's the ego, let go. And then I was saying, no, it's a side of me. I accept this.
Good.
And I sense there is a message, but I don't understand which is the message. Please help me.
Me?
Yes, it's confused. It's so confused because what is something like stay more by myself, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're doing the right thing, which is allowing yourself to feel it. You know, very important also what you said, you know, how the spiritual ego can come in and say, oh, come on, it's just your ego, you know, let it go. Yeah, but then what? Can you really let it go? No. So it's there to be felt. Obviously, something that keeps coming up, it comes up because you need to feel it. And so you're doing the right thing. If you can keep moving, if you can tune into that sadness, for example, and go as deep as you can in it, the answer might be there. And almost certain that the answer is there. But you need to go deep enough that you suddenly, the answer opens, which means you have to allow yourself to feel that sadness deeply. It's like, okay, let me be that sadness. You can dedicate a sitting session just to that, say, okay, this morning I sit and I dedicate that time to that.
It's also anger there, no? I don't want to feel it.
Good. Feel that too. Absolutely.
That's not spiritual.
Very spiritual to feel it. To feel anything, it's spiritual, you see. Really, we need to change our mindset. Anything that we allow ourselves to feel, it's a spiritual practice. Nothing more, nothing less. What else would it be? That is the spiritual practice, to allow yourself to feel. It's so easy to misunderstand what spirituality is. When we sit, the way we sit, we're not like we're not trying to do something. We're not trying to remove ourselves from feeling everything or anything, right? On the contrary, we are sitting to be able to feel. Because if we never stop, we're always on the run, we can't feel anything. We're just in our head, and feeling and emotions keeps accumulating in the subconscious, but they don't have time to be expressed, to be felt. So it gets really messy. So being spiritual, if we want to use this word, it means to stop and give yourself time to feel. That's what we do. And then through that, you create a space where you allow yourself to feel a certain emotion, let's suppose anger or sadness, and feel it deeply to see what is the message of this emotion in this moment. And once that is felt, and once you receive the message, that emotion dissolves completely like a cloud in the sky. But otherwise, it will always be in the background running your life without you not even realizing it, you see. So that is spiritual practice, to make more and more space inside to release what needs to be released through feeling it, through experiencing it. We are here in this body, our soul is in this body because wants to experience. So don't get mixed up. That needs to happen. That's why we're here too. To have this experience of sadness, to have this experience of anger. And you'll be amazed what things get revealed when you allow yourself to feel deeply.
Also it's paradox, but also to allow myself to make the experience to be attached.
Say again?
It's a paradox, but also to allow myself to accept to make the experience of be attached.
Right, attachment. Yeah, what it's like. What does it feel like? Why is it there? Yeah, absolutely. Go into it. But in order to allow yourself to feel it, you have to first accept it And in order for you to accept it, you have to stop judging it, right?
Yeah.
So that's why choiceless awareness, we talk of that, because we have to remove judgment. Once judgment are removed, then we are able to, okay, I can go into this thing, I can feel it, because it's not bad. I remove that judgment, for example, that is something bad or something that is not supposed to be there. Remove the judgment, and then you are able to move in and experience it. That's why it's very important to stop judging anything, especially within ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So then there is an empty field for us to walk into, or run into it, or roll on the grass, whatever you want to do with it. But all those feelings needs to be felt, experienced.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not confused anymore.
Wow, I actually helped you. When you said help me, I was like, me? Now it happened. Okay, great. No, thank you, Rafa, for sharing that. It touches something that is so important for everybody.
I'm attached to my spiritual ego.
Okay, good. Good to see that too. Catherine, how's it going?
Thank you. It's going better now, but I had kind of like a hard time about 3 weeks or almost 4 weeks. And I was in a very bad mood, and everything felt so desperate and hard, and a lot of fears were up because I don't have a job right now, and it's kind of like, okay, I still have some savings, but how long does it last? And I was super stressed, and I kind of figured out that I was also orientating more on others than on me, on my partner, or was living more with the flow of his life. And also, like everything was super difficult then, and I understood everything kind of against me, and I was like, no, it's not the way to live like this. So I started again to do some journaling in the evening before sleep. And and what else? Also forced kind of myself to really listen to it if it's really true what I'm thinking, that it's against me. Yeah. So what I really still not really feel or have, like I wish I would feel like this trust that everything is going good or in the right way, and kind of also feeling a flow. So that's the thing. I already had one situation where I thought, oh, maybe it's going in the direction that I had like a job offer or somebody who had a request, but it was full time. It was not really creative. It was minimum 3 times flying to Germany per month, and it sounds very stressful for me. And I thought when I would do that, I'm very empty soon.
Yeah.
But also I was like feeling this fear that I otherwise don't have any income. So, but then I called this company and said like, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. I thought about it and I can't do it like this. I don't like to work full time. Everything what I everything how I imagine how to live would be not in this direction.
Yeah.
And then he said like, okay, so you like to work part-time, so let's talk about that. And I don't know if it's gonna be happen because there are some people who are deciding. But yeah, it was interesting that I thought about something what I really like to and expressed it, and then in my imagination was just that he say, okay, thank you, bye.
Right.
But it wasn't like that. So yeah.
And that's good. And that's good that you were thinking, okay, it's gonna go goodbye, and that's it. It's good that you felt that because it puts in front of a test. You know, it's like, are you willing to really listen to yourself and express what you need, knowing that you're gonna lose it, you know? And you did it, so that's a beautiful thing. You honor what you were feeling, thinking, okay, I'm just gonna lose the job completely, and how am I gonna survive? I don't know. It's scary, and yet I stay with my truth, and I have to stay with what I feel. And you did it. And then out of that, maybe this is gonna happen anyway, something. So, brava. Yeah, you did it. That's an important step. So, and you say you don't have you like to have that trust, but also because there is not a lot of trust, there is courage in saying what you feel and bringing that forth. It's okay, look, thank you for the offer, and this does not fit with the way I want to live. Even though there's a part that goes like, hey, wait, are you crazy? What about the money? How are you going to survive, you know? So in a way, something in you is trusting. It's trusting that you have to honor what you feel first. Otherwise, you would not have done it. We said it many times, when you align with yourself, existence aligns with you. So when you align with yourself, in this case, you align with yourself in feeling, this is not going to work. This is not what I want. It's not going to support a lifestyle that I would like to have. There is an alignment there. Beautiful. And then existence aligns with you sooner or later. Keep doing that. Another way of aligning with yourself is seeing, as you did, how much of your energy was spent in aligning with other people. You know, like maybe your boyfriend's and going with his flow, but not with your flow. That's also a realigning. You know, your center was moved out, and by being aware of it, you start bringing it back in, and that's also a realignment.
Mm.
So
Mm.
keep doing these things, keep using your awareness which you have, your understanding, your to aligning with yourself more and more.
Mm.
Take that risk, because it's the only thing you can do anyway. Otherwise you keep being fragmented in 1,000 pieces, because you try to be good with somebody, and you try to do something, and okay, I'll take the job because I don't know otherwise how am I going to survive. You keep fragmenting yourself instead of aligning and be one piece inside, one center.
Mm.
So it's good what you're doing. Keep going in that direction. It will bring more stability. It might be scary sometimes. That's okay too.
Mm.
But existence will answer, will support you, will one way or another support you.
Mm. Yeah, I have sometimes the feeling I need to have this trust to make decisions. And yeah, sometimes I feel life is deciding for you, but then yeah. Mm. Yeah, true. Yeah. For example, I have like one, like I still have my apartment in Germany, and I sub-rented it.
Yeah.
And now some neighbors told the landlord that there's something going on, and now I got a letter that I maybe he can quit the contract because I'm sub-renting it, and I like, okay, I can't have this apartment when I'm not sub-renting it, but it all the time felt like a fallback solution. When something here is not going well, I can just go back in the surrounding what I also feel is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this trust is not 100% there that it's going to be okay, and when it's not here, then somewhere else. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a little courage to let go of control.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
But as you said, sometimes life decides for you too. It's like, maybe it's an illusion that we have it all under control. You know. And you can try an experiment and say, well, what if I release control? Which doesn't mean we are not taking decisions that are aligned with yourself. It doesn't mean you're not taking care of yourself. You still do that. But you release that control where if you have to let go of something, like maybe your apartment in Germany, you just, okay, if this is what's happening, I let it go. And how do I feel? Well, it's a little shaky because I don't have an emergency exit. It's like, okay, so how does it feel not to have an emergency exit? Let me feel that. I don't know. Maybe I feel more here suddenly. I feel more in what I am. Maybe it's good. You don't know. Until you let go, you don't know. You might be surprised. It might bring more intensity or more presence to where you are, to what you're doing. Because if you're always split that, yeah, I'm here, but I'm with, I keep a foot there, maybe it's keeping your energy divided. Who knows? But also allow life to tell you what. Sometimes life gives us always little messages if we are ready to listen. Just try to see what is the message and how can you follow that, and what happens if you follow that. Experience that too. Nothing bad can happen, bottom line. It's just a learning process. Everything is a learning, everything is a lesson that is brought to us every day, every moment. So, let's see, what do I have to learn from this situation? Also take it like that. And what's the worst thing that can happen? That you starve to death? What's the worst thing that can happen? Just what would your mind say?
That I'm lost, that I need to find a new home, that I probably need to pay a higher rent then, and I don't know.
Okay.
That it's hard to find an apartment there, that it's...
So what if you don't find an apartment?
That I need to look for something what is maybe not in a nice area, or...
Okay. So what if you end up living in an area that is not so nice, like the way you would like it? Is that so terrible after all? Do you think you're going to end up living under a bridge?
Yeah, like it feels like this, but I know that's like, I also have parents, and I know, like, worst case, I need to go to them. And I have a brother, like, I know a lot of people, of course, and I'm sure I'm not ending on a bridge or under a bridge.
Yes.
But it feels like
it's
going in this direction.
Yes. So this process is also important, not to feel your fears, to feel where does the mind, okay, sometimes I do that. If I can't unhook from this, I go like, okay, what's the worst thing that could happen? And then I think of it. And then I go like, okay, well, even if that happens, so what? That's an experience too. Or maybe I go like, well, it's not that bad after all, or whatever. But it's like, okay, give full energy, full attention to this mind that is afraid, and say, okay, show me what's the worst thing that can happen. And then everything kind of falls in place. It goes like, well, okay. Once I allow myself to feel the worst fear that I have, which actually, bottom line, most of the time is death. Because if you really follow the thread, living under a bridge means you might not be able to survive. You don't have a shelter. You might not have food. You might get sick. You might die. Because if you follow that line, eventually fear of death is at the bottom of every single fear. Not being accepted by the others. What does it mean? The same. When you're a child, if your parents don't love you, that means they're not going to take care of you. That means they're not going to feed you. That means you're going to die. If you really watch, Bottom line is that.
Mm.
So allowing ourselves to feel and to observe where are the fear rooted and what's the worst thing that could happen, it's also a very good exercise. Because it puts everything in a little, it makes it relative. It suddenly is not like a spooky thing hiding in the dark. You bring it to the light, the worst fear that you have. You shine the light of your awareness to it, and you go like, oh, okay. That's what's behind this fear. Okay. Just that is enough to make it lose power on you. So I would recommend it to everybody to do that often. It's like, okay, why am I so afraid? What's the worst thing that could happen? And then in the process, as you said now, you go like, well, but in reality, I always have my family to fall back on, or I have friends that might help me, or life, existence is going to support you when you need it, one way or another, through your parents, through your friends, or through who knows what, through something you don't even know that is going to be there for you. But I can assure you that existence is going to support you one way or another. But you have to have the courage to let go of control, or the illusion that you have to control everything sometime, and just trust that. Which again doesn't mean you don't have to take care of yourself. You do. You're your best friend. You are existence itself, so existence wants to take care for itself.
Mm.
You're a loving being and you are being loved. And even if you don't believe it, that's the truth.
Thank you.
Yes. We all love you. We're here with you. We're really like listening to you, feeling your heart, feeling for you. We are also existence. No, existence has a million ways to reach to you.
Mm.
We feel what you're feeling in your heart right now. It's beautiful that you allow yourself to feel this way. To feel the insecurity, to feel how easily you in the past have gone out of your way, but it was not really what you wanted. It's all precious, what you're feeling. Yeah, I could only add, just keep trusting what you feel. Despite of the rest of the world, despite of all the worst fear. Trust what you feel, because that is what is right for you. And you cannot go wrong if it is right for you. Nothing can go wrong. And I can assure you, you will not die starving. You will not die of starvation, and you will not live under a bridge probably. And even if you have to for a while, it might be a great experience. Who knows? Remove all judgments. Be courageous to let go of all the judgments. That also means letting go of control, because judgments are controlling the way we feel. So I have the courage to let go of all judgments. as well.
Mm.
And take a deep breath sometime and just say, okay, I can do it. Deep breath. Keep breathing. Keep breathing, Catherine. And everything will happen the way it's supposed to be. Keep coming back to yourself. Keep coming back like you're doing. More, even more. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you for sharing all this preciousness.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Mickey, did you want to add something?
I just want to say three things to Catherine. Is home is where you are love, and there's beauty all around you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We are all much more beautiful than what we think we are. Isn't it funny? Isn't it? Well, maybe you don't realize it, but it's like that. We are precious beings. We are precious. This, in spite of all our fears and insecurities and tensions, in spite of our mind, it doesn't matter. That's all relative stuff. It's all on the circumference. In the center, there's a lot of beauty and preciousness that we need to take care of. In the best way we can. We always do our best anyway. So don't judge yourself because you're not doing enough. You're doing your best. In this moment, that's the best you can do. In the next moment, it's going to be something else. You don't know. Just strive for doing the best to take care of yourself. Well, we should do that. That means letting go of things. That means losing control sometime. Good. If that has to be, it will be. Just let go. My friends, I leave you on these wise words. Let this sink in. That's the most important thing. Yeah? Keep remembering that you are loved, that you are love, even better, and you're loved, and you're beautiful, and I love you. Kisses and hugs. Oh, I must add, I will not be here next week, and probably not even the week after. But I will be in touch and let you know on our Telegram chat what's happening with me. Okay? So you have 2 weeks to tune in as deep as you can. Use some of the videos of past sessions or guided meditation if you need to. I'm always there with that. Matea, did you want to add something?
I just wanted to ask, can you add me in that Telegram group?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
will.
Thank you.
Love you all.
You too.